I just want to talk about where we all are mentally right now. And I know it's not good. Mentally, we're all cooked. All of us today opened up our phones and for the second time this month witnessed mass federal agents murder an American citizen on the streets of Minneapolis. American citizen who is just trying to observe and protect their own community. For the second time this month, we all then witnessed the Department of Homeland Security lie about that citizen, lie about their intent, lie about exactly what happened, called them a domestic terrorist. We sat through all of this. Again, it's happened twice. It will happen a third time. The question is whether or not it'll happen in Minneapolis, or will it happen in your neighborhood? This is a pattern, and I don't need to recognize too many of them to know that we're in unprecedented times, with the exception of the fact that this has happened in so many countries and places before. This is a human story. We are watching what started as a distraction tactic quickly spin out of control by a dementia-riddled dictator who is trying to protect his pedophile friends. All of this is happening because the Epstein Files Act was passed, the Transparency Act to release the files, and that deadline has passed, December 19th. 1% of them got released. Think about that. How many? What did we see? We saw a series of blacked out pages over and over again. We watched the DOJ and the FBI not redact them properly. We watched them then start to pull documents that are already out there with the president's own fucking name on them. They vanished. They then stopped releasing them. What happened? A week later, Elon Musk, the president's good buddy, used the algorithm on Twitter to start to promote this Somali daycare fraud bullshit from Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley, a man who has worked as a foreign agent for both El Salvador and the CCOT prisons and for the nation of Israel, by trying to claim that what was happening in Gaza wasn't a genocide. Nick Shirley's story about Somali daycares in Minnesota was used as red meat justification to send a surge of ICE troops into the streets. They wanted to send troops. They tried sending troops in other places, but they got batted down by federal judges about that. So they started using ICE and CBP. They started sending them in, Customs Border Patrol. We started seeing them use heavier and heavier handed tactics. You started seeing Minnesotans come out and push back against these tactics to protect their neighborhoods and to protect their neighbors. We saw the murder of Renee Good. Nobody's talking about Epstein anymore. Nobody's talking about how we're past 30 days. Nobody's talking about how the Attorney General of the United States, Pam Bondi, has spent more time going after Don Lemon than she has going after any of the pedophile billionaires who traveled to Epstein's Island to have 1,200 underage girls get marched naked past them. No one's covered any of this. It's moved to the back burner. It's been cooled by ICE. Now ICE is stealing children, 2-year-olds, 5-year-olds, using them as fucking bait. Using them as bait to trick their families into coming outside. ICE is grabbing American citizens and claiming they have to show documentation when the law itself says that a United States citizen does not have to show identification to exist in this country. We've seen ICE go into American citizens' homes, strip them and pull them out into the snow in freezing conditions in their underwear, then lie, claiming that they were actually there to go after a sex offender. Only to find out that sex offender was already in jail, already been informed. They've already told DHS, they already told ICE, here he is, come and get him. And instead they used it as a justification to attack a population. We are beyond We are beyond anything that King George ever did. We are beyond the Boston Massacre. We are beyond what they did to Boston. We're beyond the Redcoats coming to Lexington. The shots have been fired. They're aimed at us. That's where we are. Today, members of the government stated that if you have a weapon and you get too close to federal agents, they can use that as provocation to kill you. You have no Second Amendment. Talking to the police, demonstrating to your government will get you labeled a domestic terrorist. All the while, our same government, while claiming to be building a board of peace, will then tell you we need to bomb Iran because they're killing protesters. All the while, they will tell you that we need Greenland because we have to protect the world for freedom. All the while, we'll steal presidents. We'll steal oil. And we'll say we're doing it in the name of peace. Not my peace. Not your peace. Whose peace? Whose justice? Whose bank account? That's what I want to know. We have sat here now and watched them turn up the heat when it is minus 20 outside. A snowstorm is about to cover 2/3 of this country. And they are talking about sending troops to occupy Minneapolis. The President of the United States is a dementia-riddled pedophile protector. He doesn't have long left. He's 79 years old, and every day he shows up with a new bruise he can't explain. People have reported that he smells like he's rotting from the inside out. Everyone surrounding him knows that the clock is ticking. His heir apparent has no charisma and is hated by the very people that elected the president. All of them know. All of them know that time is running out. Many of them are trying desperately to turn this into something new. Desperately. And we're sitting here watching the same ineffectual Democrats like Chuck Schumer and Hakeem the Cuck Jeffries look over their glasses and tell us they're going to write a strongly worded letter. I don't have answers. What I'm going to do is introduce myself to any neighbors I don't already know, just so I know who's in my fucking neighborhood. What I'm going to do is if I see someone covered in a mask, I'm going to pull out my phone and I'm going to film them. And I'm going to put them online. If I see someone being tackled by people in the street, I'm going to run over and ask for that person's name because people are being disappeared at a rate that we can't fathom and our government won't fucking tell us. We're in a situation that many of us prayed we would never see, and some of us couldn't fucking imagine. It's going to get worse. I'm not going to lie to you and say there's light at the end of the tunnel. That light is a train. It's a fascist train, and it's blaring a horn saying that we're fucking next. Do with that information what you will.